What does it take to be a great dad? You may think of a wide range of characteristics, like you could be caring, you could be protective, you could be attentive. There's lots of things a great dad could be. But when you think of a good dad, who is the first that comes to your mind? You may think of Frank Gallagher from the TV show Shameless. You may think of some animals, like the flamingo. Or you might even think of yourself. But the best of the dads is actually the flamingo. A little bit about the flamingo. There are 6 different species of flamingos, but today we will be focusing on the greater flamingo. They range anywhere from 3 to 5 feet tall. That signature pink color comes from their diet, which consists of diatoms, algae, mollusks, and crustaceans. These contain something called carotenoid pigments that cause that bright plumage. The brightness of their color is a reflection of their genetic quality. A strong pink color would mean stronger genes and be more appealing to a female. The greater flamingo parents. The greater flamingos display dimorphism between the males and the females. The males are often much larger than the females. When trying to attract a mate, both the male and the female will engage in elaborate group dances with several dance moves. They will show off their brightly colored wings and curve their heads. When it comes to a mate, they are serially monogamous and can form long-term pair bonds. These bonds typically last for 2 breeding seasons. Both parents work together to create the perfect nest for her egg. The nest is a mixture of mud and sand with a concave center, which is typically built on coastlines or in islands. The males are primarily involved in the nest building, but as laying time approaches, the female tends to take over. After the egg is laid, for the first 2 weeks of incubation, more of the mixture is added to increase the nest height. Here is an image of the flamingo's nest. As you can see, there is almost always one parent that is protecting the egg at all times. Incubation. Incubation can last anywhere from 27 to 31 days. The males have been found to show more effort in incubation than the females. During incubation, different behaviors have been examined, like standing, stretching their wings, preening, and moving the egg with their bill. On a study done on 147 greater flamingos varying from ages 1 to 20 years old in Garda Zoological Park in Italy, was performed to study the different parenting strategies. This study shows significant differences were found in the time spent in different positions relative to the nest, which you can see in these graphs. Females were observed to spend 8.7% of their time near the nest, 44.7% of their time on the nest, and 46.6% of their time away from the nest, while males spent 25.7% of their time near the nest, 55.3% of their time on the nest, and 19% of their time away from this nest. During the study, they were monitored for sitting on the nest and standing over the nest. And as you can see from these different graphs, you can see that the male spent more significant time on the nest than the female did. When the parents were standing over the nest, they observed agonistic behavior, egg, care, and self-directed comfort. Males spent significantly less time than the females in self-directed care. There was no significant differences between the parents for agonistic behavior or egg care while standing. Even when the flamingos were sitting on the nest, the males spent significantly more time than the females performing agonistic behavior. These aggressive behaviors have been found to increase during breeding season. This may be over mates, food and resources, or chick protection. It was believed that the initial parental investment and the risk of extra pair copopulations that would result in uncertain paternity, that the male parental effort was expected to be less than the female in a monogamous relationship. So why do the males do so much? Because this has been proven wrong in the greater flamingos. It is suggested that the males invest so much time in territorial defense, mate guarding, and mate provisions that it would be equal to the female's investment to parental care by laying the egg. In conclusion, the male flamingo spent more time sitting on the egg, incubating it more than the female. The males provided protection by using significantly more aggressive behaviors towards others to keep the mother and the chick safe. They provided shelter for the egg by creating a safe nest. These father flamingos are willing to do the most to keep their babies safe. Here is my works cited, and thank you so much.